Hello Libra, how's it going? This is Lauren from Etheric Tide. We have your January 2021 reading, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. These are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do have my little golden retriever, or I can't say little, huge golden retriever, having a snooze in the back there. It's like his favourite spot. Oh, he's stretching. Hopefully he'll rest for the rest of the readings. Otherwise he'll, as soon as he gets up, he'll want to play. Alright. Okie dokie. For you guys, Temperance, Alchemization, Transference. It's interesting. So, transference is when, well, I mean, there's the main understanding of what transference is. Like you're moving from something from one place to another. And sometimes we can transfer or project feelings that we have for this one thing over here onto something that's completely different to what's over here. So like a good example of this is we may have certain emotions for one person, and when we lose that person, we may transfer the emotions as if they were their own entity or like a physical thing. You literally shift that feeling in another direction because you have all these emotions for something or someone, and you can't give it to them anymore, so you transfer it to like a different place. So hopefully you understand that. So this can be when we end one relationship and start another, and we transfer those that fly, always one fly when I'm doing readings. We apply or project our feelings onto something else that might not actually be there. So this could be happening to you as well as something you're doing. So pick whichever you think this is, depending on what it applies to you. When we're dating, and if you've ever been on a date, if you can relate to this, where somebody probably was in a relationship and perhaps they're showing some codependency issues, or you can tell that the person themselves is more interested in obtaining a relationship more so than obtaining the satisfaction of getting to know and love another human being with their own individual interesting intricacies of who they are, and then you joining together. It's more like they care about, I need the relationship more so than it matters who it is. And I'm not talking about like wanting certain qualities within a relationship, rather than it needing to be a specific person, because that can be healthy. Like you can be like, okay, I'm not set on it being any specific person. It's just that the type of relationship that I'm looking for is loving, respectful, adventurous, and open communication, trustworthy, exciting, impulsive, whatever your list of what a the emotion that comes from a relationship. I'm not talking about that. It's about people needing the title or the security of just having anybody and having them in that relationship. And when you've been on a date with a person like this, you feel that pressure from them, and essentially when I'm bringing it back around to that transference, is when somebody has lost a relationship of which that they depended so much on that person to identify who they are. And yeah, they put so much emphasis on that relationship in their personal identity. Once that's taken away from them, they're just so ready to find anyone who they can recapture that with. So this can play out not just in relationships but also in friendships as well. So you might find that if this isn't resonating in the one-on-one relationship, love relationship arena, you might notice that there's somewhat like a new acquaintance that is really desperate for your time, really desperate for your energy. They rely too much upon the people around them to validate who they are, and they recognize something in you that's really significant, and they want it. They want your attention, they want your time, and they're not willing to... It's almost, yeah, that pressure feeling of like, you want more from me than what I'm willing to give. And it can be really off-putting. So I don't feel like you need many cards, but we got ourselves the Two of Wands in reverse here. And yeah, I'm still interpreting this as when, yeah, you meet someone new and they assume that that you guys have become deeper friends than what the environment or scenario has led way to. And it could be that that person isn't allowing for a real, true relationship to blossom and grow. It's more like they're more concerned about obtaining what you can give them, or obtaining how having a friend or having a boyfriend, girlfriend will make them feel, to sort of make them feel better, rather than being in the moment and truly getting to know you and doing it in a way that feels organic and real. They may force it. And they might force it by offering you too much, offering you gifts, offering you the world. It won't feel real at all. It will feel uncomfortable. Like maybe the gifts are going to be really expensive and you can't reciprocate because you're like, whoa, we just met. I don't think it's appropriate for you to be buying me this or doing this particular thing for me this early on in the piece, because the relationship just does not call for it. And just know that this person's just doing transference, that they've lost something and they are projecting what they've lost onto you, and they're trying to get it out of you. So this is probably a really good time to have really good boundaries. And if you're somebody who is really caring and giving and understanding, open, nice, and you know, there's some people out there that will misinterpret your pleasant, caring nature as something that they haven't experienced and decide that that means that you are the love of their life. They decide that, oh, they're being generally kind to me. This automatically means that we are soulmates. And people who are secure and like self-regulating don't jump to those conclusions. They're not so easily swayed. And be wary of those who are giving more than their position. Like a best friend for a birthday gift, sure, they can give you a fairly expensive gift if they're like your best friend, or your partner, they can give you a fairly like extravagant gift. But if you have like an acquaintance that you've just met and suddenly they decide they want to give you something extravagant, it shows that that person is so insecure that they feel they need to do that in order to win you. And it's not to knock that other person, because they deserve love, they deserve compassion. I just don't want you to get put in a position where you're entertaining getting your energy drained to somebody who actually isn't willing to see you for the individual that you are. And rather, and it's a little confusing, because it might be seen, it could be coming from a place of them being hurt in the past, so that's why it can be a little bit insidious in that way, is they may not even be doing it on purpose to like hurt you. You know, it may literally be because they are missing something inside them and they're trying to get it from you. And yeah, it is somewhat manipulative and controlling, and it's not healthy, and they shouldn't be doing it. But just because you feel a little bit of like sorriness for them, for maybe them feeling lonely, doesn't mean that you have to give your energy. So I hope that makes sense for you. Do hope that you have a good Christmas and New Year's, and that's the type of energy you're going to have to deal with in the coming month. If you want a personal reading, please look at the details down below, www.etherictide.com. If you'd like to see more of these readings, please subscribe and hit the like button, or leave a comment if you wish. Do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.